Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, don't mind my hair. I know it looks not right, but I still haven't fixed it. I honestly have not had the energy. I won't lie, I've had the time. I haven't had the energy or the motivation. Um, which I'm bringing up because it could also be for you guys, Virgos. Also, when I was doing my meditation, I all of a sudden have the Virgo need to organize the shit out of my table. Uh, this is actually making me feel better. Okay. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry. I was ready, but all of a sudden, like, I had this need to organize, which is weird for me. Okay. The fuck are we doing? Yeah, don't worry about my hair. I'm trying to fix it. Well, I'm gonna fix it when I have time. I think I'm gonna do darker too, because I don't like this color. There's a bunch of patches. Like, the color just falls off really fast. Anyway, all right, let's get started. We're doing whatever needs to come up, whatever you need to know. All right, Virgos. Dude, I don't know what the hell is this need to. Yeah, I don't know, but okay. I feel like I'm a little bit farther, but that's fine. Okay, let's get started, Virgos. I almost feel the need. This is my second time starting. I almost feel the need like I want a third start. That's too many. That's too many. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Okay, Virgos. What does Virgo need to know? Whatever comes up. Virgos. Yeah, I have an urgent need to be organized. Like, I all of a sudden want to put everything away. Okay, individuality. Yeah, interesting. I feel like there's two here. There's not. There's not. It's just one. Individuality. And then you guys have sacred ecosystem. So there it is. It does feel like this energy is yours. It does feel like you guys are stepping into that's weird. I think I got this for it might have been Cancer, but I don't think it's the same exact message. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Is this what it's like to be Virgo? Because I'm not liking it. Okay. It feels like you guys are finally stepping into who you are, into your individuality. I feel like for a long time you guys didn't really know who you were. I feel like you guys knew who you were with like your trauma, with like who you were told who you were supposed to be. Um but you as an individual, it really felt like you weren't sure, you didn't know that you didn't know, to be honest with you. I don't think you thought, oh, I don't know who I am, right? It was just almost like a you were living your life the way you were living your life. And but a lot of that had to do with, again, social norms, being told what you should and you shouldn't be, um, going based off of the things we learn from society, right? Being told who you should be with, who you shouldn't be with, the things that you should, the way that you should behave, because it's normal. And I feel like in your hearts of hearts, you didn't feel like certain things were right, and you did them anyway. Even though I feel like for a really long time it did affect you in a way where it was almost like chipping away at you, if that makes any sense. Um, I do feel like you right now you are cleaning up your ecosystem, meaning all the space around you, your home. It could be like whatever it is that you're being able to organize, you're organizing that, because it does feel like things have been out of sorts. It does feel like that also puts you out of place. It makes you feel um more at a loss of control. It makes you feel like um, you can't think. As I'm sitting here trying to think, I couldn't think. And literally, like, I was like, oh, okay. It makes you feel like you can't think. Um, I don't have that problem with mess. I tend to be a little bit more of a chaotic person. I'm not a dirty person, but I'm a chaotic person. If you saw my office, you would not be happy. But it's more due to the lack of space for me, right? I run two businesses out of my home, right? And I have two daughters. I have cats. It's just a lack of space for me. But I don't stress out about it, if that makes sense. All right, let's see. Let's start to clarify. These glasses are really bugging me. I'm about to switch over. I'm telling you, your guys' energy is making me feel like a little bit OCD. Because I'm annoyed by everything. And I want things to be like right. And as I'm looking at my space, I'm feeling like why is that there? And I want to move that. And I'm like, ah. I get like this, like I don't know. I don't think I get like this. My cleaning habits are different. Okay, that's better. I couldn't see with those. I don't know what the hell those are about. But okay, let's start to go deeper, Virgos. I want to get the fuck out of your energy because I don't like this whole let's fix it, Felix Jr. Fuck that. I mean, I do. I'll pick up, and now that I've seen like a bunch of stuff that I'm just like, oh, um, there was this weird sensation. Okay, I think this has to do with you guys. Okay, the last couple days, I know I've been absent on here. It's been like about, I want to say a week, maybe less. I've had stuff going on and some health stuff going on. But every time I was like, okay, I have to get up and get shit done. I couldn't think of, I know there's a bunch of shit that I have to do, but I couldn't like I don't. Okay, so this is how I work. I make a list. Okay, I need to do this and this and this. The girls have to do that and that and that and that and then that, and then we can come together and do this, right? And then I will do what I can throughout my day, depending on how I feel, pain, and all of that. And then the girls, right? I don't like to overwhelm them, especially if it's a holiday or a weekend, that kind of thing. I could not for the life of me, like I didn't know where to begin. And that's not like me. That's not like me like well, I don't know what to do. So it's almost like you were like in freeze mode and I feel like this has to do more with like your life instead of like your home. It could be your home. Maybe your home is like a hot mess. Maybe you guys have gone through like depression and you guys have like your house a huge mess. And it's almost like when you have so much shit that's going on, you kind of don't even know where to start because you're so overwhelmed that you want to just lay down. I've done that many times. I'm just like, I have so much shit. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. Oh, I'm just gonna take a nap. Right? But I'm a list kind of girl. Like or even just like not even on paper. I'll just be like, let's just write this down, and then little by little, check off by check off. And I have been teaching my daughters like, look, you don't have if we spend all day and we walk by something and we see a piece of trash, pick it up, put it in the trash, right? Even if you're not cleaning the whole room at that point because you're not ready for that, whatever. If you see something that needs to go into the laundry, don't just walk past it. Pick it up, put it in the laundry, right? I don't know what's going on, but I'm seeing somebody maybe like almost like a hoarder or where again, there's nothing wrong with that. We've all been through that shit. Like we've all been through a depression and where we woke up and we were like, holy crap, what is going on, right? What were we doing? And this could also be like, if we're not talking about an actual physical house, we're talking about like yourself as a person, your life. There's a need to fix things up, right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen Bruce Almighty, but it's where he gets God's powers and he kind of goes ham and he goes crazy and he does a bunch of shit he shouldn't have done. And of course, you know, our decisions always, uh, they cause a butterfly effect, right? And so he had kind of made a mess of things. And so God was like, you have to clean up your mess. And so he got a broom and just little by little started undoing the things that he did. And whatever he couldn't do, he just cleaned it up and tried to, you know, just little by little cleaning up the things he could, not saying, oh, in one day I'm going to clean up everything. No, that's utterly impossible unless you like, if, even if it's for your house, like even a whole crew of people, I mean, it would take like dozens and thousands of dollars, right? It's more of little by little and being organized. That's really what it is. You can get more done being organized than by just like wanting to rush in and get shit done. Okay, I'm not sure why this is coming out. And I just got confirmation because I just got cold chills. I just got cold chills. I just got chills, which is confirmation for me. Yeah, you have the Ace of Cups coming in. It feels like you're feeling like you're seeing a brand new light at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to have this. I just, oh, that's beautiful. I remember when I first had my first huge breakthrough, um, through my spirituality, and I remember having this abundance of love, not just like love for a specific person. I was single, but like just an abundance of for life. I remember the trees, and now I'm hearing that song, "The trees look green, it's not my boo." Na 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 na. Go listen to that song. I don't remember, but you guys know what song it is. Down me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The trees were greener, colors were brighter, um, and it's that moment when you're awakening, right? You still go through your dark night of the soul, but it's that moment where you're overflowing with love because you're awakening to what is and what isn't, and you start to realize that the love, the life you've lived, and everything that you've been going through really was just like bullshit. It really was like positions, people, places, and things people put you in, and it's almost like you're waking up and waking up in a good mood. It's almost like that, like you're waking up from the matrix in a good mood. With the Ace of Cups, it feels like you have an overwhelming amount of love for yourself, for other people. You're starting to see things 360. You're starting to see your situations. There could also be here, a situation where there is new love. There is new love, and there is a full cup of love that is a gift from God, right? Because aces are a gift from God, right? And it's because you're finally starting to, step into your individuality. When you don't know who you are, you can't, you fall for bullshit, right? You fall for bullshit because you don't know who you are. But once you know who you are, the kind of person you want to be, the kind of person, does that, right? Like, let's say, for example, I'll give you an example. Let's just use me because I can only use from what I need. I know for a fact that I wouldn't stand around just seeing somebody get bullied. I would stand up and I would say something, right? Because I know that that's not something that's going to fly with me. And I know that I would not fucking ever just sit there and allow that shit. That's who I know, right? Instead of watching that happening, not say anything because it's none of your business, even though it makes you feel bad, it's you feel like it's not who you are, or you don't know who you are, or you don't know if that's, even though in your mind you're like, that's not right and that's making me feel uncomfortable, you sit there and you watch it, right? And I'm not saying that has to be a specific thing, but that's just kind of an example of what I'm using or what I'm seeing. Your energy is becoming very much clearer. Very much clearer. That's a positive, double positive, which makes it a double negative in my life. It's getting a lot clearer, clearer. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles, you're gathering information. You're making I just heard a blueprint. You're making a blueprint of a plan. Of a plan, yeah, of a plan of trying to get things where you need to get them together. Um, with the King of Pentacles, yes, yes, with the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, it feels like you're starting to step into your throne. You're starting to step into who you're meant to be or who you want to be, right? You're coming out of your head. You've been stuck in your head for a really long time, because I just heard mistakes. I'm not seeing it on the board because of mistakes, is just what I heard. Let's keep going then. Because of the Queen of Pentacles. Because somebody that was manipulative, somebody that was greedy, maybe somebody that was puppeteering you with money, somebody that was stingy, somebody that was basically using money to control you. And because you didn't trust in yourself that you couldn't do the things you needed to do on your own, and you honestly, I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, you unfortunately allowed yourself to be puppeteered through fear, but honestly, you took the easy way out. I'm not gonna lie, Virgos. You guys took the easy way and thought that this was gonna be the way. There's never an easy way. There's never going to be um, an easy way when you really want something. And I feel like you guys have learned that lesson because I feel like you guys have gone through some shit, right? Especially from what I'm seeing now and based off of the readings that I've been doing, right? And now you've learned that when somebody has strings on you, you don't have free will, you don't have a life, you don't have a say in your own happiness because people can tell you what to do because you're afraid of losing their help, their money, their whatever. This is the whole reason of I'd rather be broke and have no strings on me than have to answer to somebody else. I don't answer to you or to anybody, right? We'll live in smaller means, and I know eventually I'll do it on my own. Will it take longer? Yes. Will it be harder? Yes. But at the end of the day, nobody can take that shit from me, and I have my freedom, and that's shit that you can't buy, no matter how much money you have. The Lovers in reverse, a situation that you thought was going to be endgame, and it was not. It turned out to be a nightmare. Um, sometimes we live and we not sometimes we live and we learn. You know, yeah. With the Hangman, you're now seeing things from a different perspective. The Tower. Yeah, I feel like you had several tower moments. I feel like your life has been kind of a tower moment. Um, Tower after tower after tower. It does seem here like there's something going on with the house as well. You might have had to lose a house, sell the way, uh, had to, your house, your foundation basically took a hit. Let's keep going. It really sucks, Virgos. It does, but sometimes it does require us to uh, us as humans, we don't learn in the good way. We always have to learn in a bad way. Because if I did something wrong and I got a cookie, why would I change? Why would I change? All right. All right. Clarifying. Yeah. There's a feminine energy here that you're either coming into your life or you're interested in. This is somebody that is a love interest to you. You're interested in them. Is this somebody that was like a muse and was able to help you move forward? It does feel like this is somebody that you've been watching. You've been trying to get more information on them. You've been trying to do research. You've been trying to get information on them. This person, it does feel like their personality seems to be larger than life, or it just seems like something calls you to them. And I feel like this person has been basically your uh almost like a muse for you to help yourself, help get you to where you needed to go. But this is clarifying the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you want to work together with this person. And so maybe that's why you're cleaning up your act because, I don't know. Um, I guess obviously, if you're wanting to deal with someone, you can't come in and be like, "Hey, I have a girlfriend and I'm a hot mess and I don't have a job." I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, right? Clarifying the King of Pentacles. Oh, you felt like you didn't have enough money and now you're coming back into, you have a new perspective, okay? You're wanting to have a new beginning here. It does feel very innocent. It feels brand new. You feel like it's going to be very creative and you want to have like a spontaneous relationship with this person, or friendship or collaboration, whatever it is. It does feel like this is somebody that's going to um, awaken your inner child, honestly. But you feel like you're inexperienced in this sector, which it does seem like you are. Um, so you're a little bit tender. I think you're a little bit scared of this. And this person could have red hair, or this person could be really fiery. Um, this person could even have a fire sign or be some kind of fire sign, but you're afraid, and it's okay. That's it. When you start something new, when you start to learn something new, um, everybody's a beginner, right? Not anybody like goes and is like, "Oh, I've never done this before, but I'm a master." Like there's very few people that can do that, right? Um, there's just not. There's just not a lot of people that can do that. Clarifying the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you want to resolve this. You feel like you starting to find your purpose, or you feel like this person is a purpose in your life. You're very focused on this. You're concentrating on exactly what it is that you want to change in your life right now. What it is that you're trying to change. What it is that you feel like needs to be different. Um, it is saying that you're wanting to strike while the iron's hot. I don't know when the iron is hot. Is the iron hot now? How will you know when the iron is hot? It is saying that you're wanting to take action. Like you. It feels like right now you have the strength and the persistence, because this is what you need to know right now. So is the iron hot right now? Is now the time to make the move? There is Venus in Taurus. Venus is exalted right now. So I know that right now actually would be a perfect time if you're going to make a move, if any, because Venus right now is exalted in, I want to say Taurus. I could be wrong. Most likely I'm wrong. But I know Venus is doing something. Or maybe it just happened on the 3rd. I'm lost in information. But right now would actually be a good time. Especially before February, because February comes um, Mercury retrograde, and you don't want to start anything new in February. Plus, I mean, that's perfect. You could start dating someone now and then have somebody for Valentine's Day. Yeah. Yeah. Taking determined action. Yeah, you're wanting to take action. I would say now's the time. It seems as good as any. I don't know. And then hummingbird. Oh, this is beautiful. You're afraid. Ball and chain. Let's see. Uh, do you have addictions? You have baggage? You have a lot of baggage? Codependency? You're still working on this stuff from a difficult relationship that you went through? You're still feeling weighed down. You're still feeling stuck. But this person came in with hummingbird, because you got both ball and chain and hummingbird. This person can't heal you. I want to tell you that right now, Virgos. This person can't heal you. But what this person can do, as long as you come in and you're transparent with this person, can be there by your side while you heal. Another person can never heal you. And if you come in with not transparency, lies, trying to hide things, that's not going to go well for you. It is saying, this is someone that you can enjoy with, right? Look, developing over time gets better with age, like wine, fine wine. There's the good stuff, finesse, alchemy, transform, ripening, ages well. But you have to be very transparent, and you can't expect someone to come and fix your problems, because they can't. But this is somebody that you could be present in the moment, have a good time in the moment, right? With rapid response, I feel like it would start off slow, but then it would like move quicker. This is the nectar. This is like the good. This is like the nectar of life, right? Sweet goodness, life out of lift out of negativity, lightness of being. This person can heal you, but being around this person, I feel like they have that good nectar of life, and they'll be able to help you to not help you, but just being around them basically will help your energy do what it has to do and move out of what you have to do. But you need to make sure also that whatever it is that you went through, you need to cut like sun energy. Yes. The sun energy is the sun, baby. There's no happy or yes in a deck. Yeah. Yeah, look, boyfriend energy, spouse, fiance, masculine energy. Yeah, come on. This is a catalyst. This was a cat is a catalyst. Yeah, this actually looks quite beautiful. A maverick, rule breaker, independence, make your own fucking rules, Virgos. All right, let me get you some guidance card. Messages for a rabbit, service to the animal world. I don't know if you have a connection to animals, but I also saw the white rabbit, which I'm getting follow the white rabbit. So go down that rabbit hole, whatever it is that you're holding back on. I think right now is the perfect time actually to do what you have to do. The energy seems to be lining up for this right now. But again, don't come in with some bullshit, because that's not gonna fly with this person. This person, fiery people don't deal with bullshit, right? So come in being honest, and don't expect somebody to come in and heal you or be able to fix your problems. But somebody can be there, and it's showing that this could go. Like, yeah, this is the sun. I mean, come on, there's nothing better than the sun. Fulfilled, success, divine masculine, victory, happy, warm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. This is great, Virgos. I was going to say Victor. Maybe there's a Victor on here. All right. I'm going to leave it here, Virgos. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon.